6-week sneak peek. The 6-week sneak peek means 6 weeks. If we're great, we're back. If we're not, which there's no possibility. How you doing, America? All right. Who knows what cottonmouth is? Let's get started. I've got fire hot topics. Come on. How you doing? The world is here. We love you. What's poppin'?
What's poppin', girl?
The Wendy Show has been renewed through 2022. How you doing?
Live from New York, it's season 12 of The Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy!
Thank you for watching us. Say hello to my studio audience, my co-host, and my virtual audience as well. Let's get started. It's time for a lot of hot topics. Come on. Thanks. I'm so happy to be back. It's been a long 7 months for us here at Wendy, and I'm sure for you too. You know, it's been since March, and what a mess. By the way, my co-host in the audience are my Wendy staffers, and we get tested on a regular basis, and we also have some staffers working from home, and we're all clean. As well as my elephant, Cynthia, is up in the back. Suzanne.
Yes. Hi, Wendy. I'm happy to see you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Did you have a nice Rosh Hashanah?
Yes, I had my apples dipped in honey.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have a sweet New Year now.
Yeah.
And I'm back here with you, and I'm wearing lipstick for the first time in 6 months.
It looks like a minor gloss.
Oh, it's got a little gloss, a little sheen to it.
Yeah.
It's called Obsession.
So we have somebody new here at Wendy.
Oh.
Who I hope he dipped your apples in honey.
Yes.
Mr. Sussman.
Yes.
What's up, Wendy? I didn't dip the apples.
You didn't do the apples?
I didn't do the apples. Dad, I'm sorry.
Are you practicing, or you're just?
Dad, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Anyway, welcome to the show.
Yay!
Thank you, Wendy.
So, over the past 7 months, what have we been doing, or what have I been doing? The first 2 started out cute. You know, I know men friends. So, you know, I was having dates and stuff. And, you know, I'm single. I live in Manhattan now. I sold the house in Jersey. Yeah. Done. But then the past 5 months have been really weird. You know, like, where do you get a hug? Shout out to all the single people, men and women. Where do you get a hug? How do you really get touched? Well, I've slipped up a couple of times, I must say. Norman, you're the only person I know who loves just being left alone.
Yes, I'm a natural introvert, and I was built for this quarantine and this whole thing. I've been training for this my whole life.
But me too, because I like my own company.
Yeah.
But I don't like to be told to stay in the house. I like to just stay in the house.
Right.
The idea that you don't go out, like I bought a stroller for Chit Chatting My Way. Yes. Put them in the stroller and strolled down the street to the Whole Foods. No, I had on my mask and the whole bit. You know, we strolled down the street to Whole Foods, and they're in the same compartment in the stroller, you know, so they have each other, and you could see out the sides. But all I can picture them saying is, Mom, who are these people? Can we please go back inside? We like to look at this from, you know, our apartment, but we don't like to be part of it. So by the time we got to Whole Foods and I started picking up stuff, I just became frustrated with the whole thing, put everything back and went back home. Yeah, and put the stroller in the giveaway part. You know, no, does your apartment building have like, you know, you put stuff up and then other people, you know, if you like it, take it. I've never been closer to my family in my life. We talk on the phone and stuff like that. I don't Zoom, I don't know any of that action. Oh, there we are. Yeah, we talk on the phone. And the phone conversations, by the way, are usually anywhere from 15 minutes to 2 hours. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And then my relationship with my son is just, you know, it's hard when they're 20 because they can be jerky. But, by the way, he's cut off that hair. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was at the Walk of Fame. But he's cut off the hair. And so, you know, but we talk. He'll call me or I'll call him. Sometimes I answer, sometimes he answers. Sometimes neither one of us answers because we're busy. You know, he did call me last night there to say, you know, good luck today and stuff, and then ask me for money. That's the way it goes with these kids. July 18th is my birthday. It was a Saturday night, and me and the crew and Suzanne and, you know, some of the girls, Joelle, you were supposed to be there too. We were all gonna go see Guns N' Roses, and I was hoping that pandemic was gonna be over. You know, we all had our panty shorts.
Oh, yeah.
And our ripped t-shirts. We were ready. I had the Sprinter. I knew exactly what was going to happen. But, you know, they didn't perform because of quarantine, so we couldn't go. But I did call up Serendipity and ask them if they could make a birthday party. And so I had a little birthday party at the apartment, and then after the pre-party, then we all went over to Serendipity, and we did a little something. I don't remember whether I got some that night or not. Do you know how if you're like me, all your days run together? Like you wake up on a Tuesday, you think it's a Friday, and you're watching the news, but all of a sudden you forget what you just heard. And New York is a firestorm of crime right now. So you barely want to go outside. Innocent people getting shot, stabbed, choked, pushed onto the subway tracks. But I love New York. Like, no matter what, no matter what. You know, it's weird because I've done a lot of interviews leading up to and promoting this season, and a lot of the interviewers ask me, you know, Wendy, you know, are you gonna leave New York? And I said, are you out of your mind? Why would I leave the greatest city in the world? But it is frightening, I must tell you. And I do need the comfort of a man. By the way, I am using the show to fish. In case you want. I mean, I'm doing this show for you and for me and for everybody around here, but in the back of my mind, I'm always wondering, I hope he's watching. You know, I'll hope he'll call and I won't get him involved. Like, it's not gonna be a public thing. It's just gonna be a me and him. He'll get some tests around here. Test at the apartment building before we go upstairs. I mean, I've lost 25 pounds. Why am I gonna... Look, and I didn't do it on purpose. It's just that food became disgusting to me. You know, I was cooking at first and it was all good. I'm shoveling stuff in my mouth. I'm going out to eat. Oh. Yeah, everything from hot dogs to lobster, you know, king crab legs, all that stuff. But then it became like, I'm done with food. And then I got my colonoscopy. TMI? Okay, look, TMI, maybe, but you know, take care of your health. I got my colonoscopy over quarantine, and she asked me to get on the scale before they put me under, because you know, they have to know how much you weigh. And she told me the weight, and I was like, I haven't weighed this little since high school. Yeah. So I feel really good, but I'm just alone in my romance. Oh, well, don't you worry, because he might be watching right now. How you doing, sir? Anyway, so Cardi B and Offset, they're divorcing. It was filed in Atlanta. They were married for 3 years, which, you know, in our Hot Topics morning meeting, people were surprised that it even lasts 3 years. I mean, based on, like, she met him, he had 3 kids with 3 babies' moms, and 2 of the kids are hood twins at 5 years old. You know, one mom, and 5. Am I correct?
Yeah, they're not a whole year apart.
I've really missed you all to tell you this stuff. Yeah. So, here's why Cardi says she's divorcing him. Take a look.
The reason of my divorce is not because of none of that ever happened before. It's not because of cheating. I'm seeing people like, oh, he has a baby on the way. That's a whole complete lie. I just got tired of arguing. I got tired of not seeing things eye to eye. Nothing crazy out of this world happened. Sometimes people really do grow apart.
Norman, is there a child?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think they just kind of like, she got tired of his mess. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that she deserves better.
Yeah.
And I hope this is not a fake divorce. I hope this is a real divorce because those papers, take it from one who knows. Those papers complicate everything. Now, they want to co-parent. Hopefully, they will have something legally instated where he, gives to the baby. I don't know whether she'll get spousal support. Certainly, she's more famous and wealthier than him. I mean, like, I wouldn't recognize Offset walking down the street, but I'd recognize Cardi even with no makeup. And he's part of a group. Nothing wrong with being a part of a group. But by the way, I watched so much Mike and Molly. So much Seinfeld. So much Living Single. Like my sitcoms to make me laugh in between watching the tragedy of the news. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to turn to something comforting. While under the covers. By the way, I know that the cats are happy that I'm gone. Cats are individualists. They don't like, they don't like, human moms being around like that. That's them laying in some shoes together, looking at me like, you're not gone yet? And by the way, for those of you who ask and say, oh, that's nasty when they're on my bed, they don't shed. They're not the nasty cats. I've taught them to know their names. I've taught them to know, get out, with the hand motion, Get out, immediately they go. And I've also taught them, don't give me the booty. You know what I mean? There's something about that. Like when they're on the bed, to turn around and give me the raised tail and the booty. Don't do it. Keep that tail down, number one, and also back out. They've learned to back out. And they've also learned not to take a bath on the bed. I don't want to see, I don't take a bath in the bed. What are you doing? You go someplace over there, you bathe yourself, you scratch or whatever you're gonna do, and then you come up here and present yourselves like nice young ladies. Yes, yeah. Anyway, so Cardi, I'm sorry to hear what happened. She's got that huge song, WAP, which I love. But you know what else song I like? Taylor Swift, Betty. Co-host, do you really like that song, or are you just clapping for no reason? Oh my gosh. Taylor is singing through the voice of a 17-year-old boy about what it's like to be a boy and want a girl, She's so talented, you know what I'm saying? And I like her song better than Bieber's song, only because Bieber has got the tick, like he's dealing with stuff. And so his slow music is more depressing to me. You know what I mean? And the mustache is still all wrong. I can't help but wonder how Saquon is. Sorry. Our giant. Saquon Barkley. Well, something happened. I wasn't watching the game. All I know is I'm sensitive. Rambo, how is Saquon? Have you gotten a report?
I heard torn ACL, I think, or might be torn ACL, so done for the year.
Done for the year. He's got such a high, hard booty. Just saying. And after I cheered on the Jets, they lost. So anyway, what else was I doing over? I thought I'd read more books, but I really wasn't. I was so disgusted with the pandemic. And, you know, the apartment building became weird. You know, the gym isn't open, the pool is drained. You know, there are those 4 things on the elevator stuck to the floor. Yeah, and you can't come in without a mask. And just everything just became. But I did work on my movie, the Well, the truth must be told. So with Lifetime, first of all, the documentary's already done. And the movie right now, they're shooting in Vancouver. I thought I was gonna be going there every weekend, you know, beginning this weekend. Unfortunately, because of Corona, I'm going home, okay? But Sierra Payton from The Oval is playing me. And Maraka Omari from P-Valley Empire is playing Kelvin. My mouth waters as I talk to you about this because the script was revised like 5 different times. So I'm reading the script in the house on Corona. I'm like, okay. Anyway, the documentary and the biopic movie, both are 2 hours. Oh, please, it's 4 hours of nonsense. One day in January, well, says Bernie, my manager, who, by the way, is always the first person I call in the morning, even during quarantine, and the last person I talk to at night. No, between Bernie and the cats, they've brought me through. Okay. I've gotten the signal. We've got to go into a break, but we've got more hot topics, including Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians and them ending. And I spoke to NeNe. And I got a signal from Andy Cohen. So grab a snack and yes! That 12 was so emotional to me. 12. Who knew? Okay. Everybody calm down. So I called NeNe. She answered on the second ring. And she said, I knew you'd call me. I know. And I said, well, let me just lead with, I don't believe it, no matter what you have to say in this conversation. And so she said, it's true. And it's a money thing, you know? They negotiated back and forth, and it was quite the negotiation, back, forth. She said she can't do it, you know? She knows what she's worth, and she can't be there. There's not enough filming time for her, you know, to make sense, and there's not enough money in it for her to make sense. So she gave the news on Friday. Take a look.
I have made the very hard and difficult decision to not be a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13. I'm just so happy that I can say that I was a part of a genre that opened up doors for Black ensemble reality shows to step up and be a part of what we all now love so much, reality TV.
The thing is I was in the house yesterday and I watched like 55 episodes, you know, with the girls. I don't know whether you were watching, but I was. And NeNe wasn't in any of them. And they really did a good job of closing in the ranks and being entertaining. But NeNe will always be the queen bee. Yeah. And I don't believe she won't be back. I think NeNe likes a lot of attention. And I think that Bravo likes to, boil the pot and then bring them back.
Yep.
So I still don't believe this. And I text Andy. I didn't want to talk to him, you know what I mean? Too much. I text Andy, and he texted me back. He said, a lot of surprise this season. Surprise as. By the way, have you noticed that you're a bad speller? Oh. Under quarantine? Because you're doing so much. You're doing so much. You didn't even bother spell checking, and you're texting people, and when you look back at the text, you're like, well, I thought I had a degree, but apparently not. So in conclusion, I don't believe anything about the NeNe thing. I love NeNe. I'm not gonna press her for the real deal. I don't want her to tell me there can't be another spin-off show because NeNe and Greg Go It Alone will be boring as hell. They've tried that. Come on. Norman?
Uh-huh. She had that wedding special, it wasn't bad.
No, I just wanted to show your new hairstyle.
Oh.
And you have your contacts in.
Well, I'm just going glassless. Because you wear glasses, you can't wear the mask. So, because the glasses get all foggy, so then I can't see or breathe.
What can you see now?
Can I see? I see a little bit. A little bit. But I can't keep taking off the glasses and putting the mask on and all that. It's just too much. So just lose the glasses.
You look nice, though.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians, everybody's ending after 20 seasons. Why not? Why not? They've gotten everything that you could possibly want from the TV experience. The family, they're saying, wants to break from sharing every bit of their lives, and they can make more money doing stuff on, social media. Sell your ingredients, your moisturizers and your slatherations. And by the way, on quarantine, I had no idea how much stuff I take from this show. No, because like whenever we do a Trendy at Wendy or whatever, I don't take everything off the table, but I pick and choose and throw stuff in bags and, the whole bit. And so I'm looking around. If I know you're cleaning out your closets and figuring things out, and in the process of cleaning out closets, I'm moving from Jersey to New York, so I got a double cleanation going on. And I'm looking, I'm like, wow. Okay. I found this anti-aging, what do they call it? Anti-aging. No, not a serum, it's a machine. Oh. Mm-hmm. And you run it on your face, and all I need are 2 episodes of The Golden Girls. I'm running it on my face. I don't know that anything works. All I know is I love it. I got so much moisturizer that the stuff that's supposed to be, you know, anti-aging your face, I'm now putting it on my legs. the whole bit. Anyway, the only one that I would like to have a spin-off, because I don't want a spin-off. You know, I think a spin-off would be boring for anyone, is Rob. Because Rob is a mess, so it'd be like Rob goes it alone, you know? And then Scott stops by, you know, tries to be a brother, you know, and you know, some of his other messy friends stop by. But Rob goes it alone, where he battles Black China for the baby, right? And the sock business never really worked out for him. So, you know, Rob gets a business.
Yeah.
On his own.
Right. At last.
Not all. He had his chance.
Yes, you're right. You're
Unlike all of us.
Yeah. Yes.
Really?
Yes, he messed up.
He messed up. So later on this week, it might look like I had a full facelift, because there's this tape that Morel was telling me about, who does my makeup. And apparently, it's big for like the Hadids and some of those supermodels. You put the tape behind your hair and pull it way back here and do this. Yes, it does all that. By the way, I forgot. Today's entire show is dedicated to my former director, which is a big role. Yeah, Deb Miller. So, I get a card in the mail over the quarantine, and it has her name up at the top, and then addressed to me. And so I'm like, I call Bernie. Bernie, why do I have a card from Deb Miller? And he says, she retired. I said, huh? Okay. I let the card sit there for like a week. No, because I didn't want to get like,
exactly.
It was thick. Like a papyrus card with a whole lot of writing.
Fancy.
Yes. So I let it sit there for like a week. And then one night I was talking to Don Lemon on the phone. We've become very thick as thieves. And Don goes, why don't you come up to the Hamptons tomorrow? Me and my husband are gonna be there all weekend. So I said, I can't, wait a minute. I'm the boss of my own life now. You know, I said, okay. I'll call the car. I'll see you in the morning. So I pack a little something, and then I grab the card ever so gently. And while I'm alone in my perfectly decorated bedroom at Don's abode, with an ensuite bathroom, I might add. Oh, yes. The lemons are fancy. I opened up Deb's card, and it took me like 10 hours to stop leaking. Deb, thank you so much. Deb, she'd been my director from the first day of our 6-week sneak peek. I didn't know her, she didn't know me, but she stuck around. And she learned how to have the cameras swing to the shadiest spots and all that stuff. Thank you, Deb, for believing in the show. And this entire show is dedicated to you.